Okay, perfectly conditioned clay. Then roll it into a ball and decide which side will be the front. And then take any tool you have. I usually use my ball tools for that. It's important that you hold the hat at the sides, which is going to be kind of hard if you make a really small chibi. And then indent the ball at the top for the forehead. And then also down the sides a little bit to get a pointy nose. And if you must, you can like reshape the head a little bit. So you should have something like this. You can like make indents for the eyes if you like. Her eyes are not that round, they are more like oval shapes. So that's the hat. Then take some more of the flesh color, teeny tiny bits. And for the ears, it's best to make a ball and then cut that in half. Yeah, next up would be the hair. So for that you poke a hole, find the middle, and then push and twist at the same time. So I'm going to pre-bake this and then continue. Okay, welcome back, chibi head. So this has been pre-baked for, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes. You can like make it only 5 minutes or so, it's enough. Then I've already conditioned this piece of caramel Fimo soft, and then I'm pressing it flat. You can also roll it through your pasta machine on a really thin setting. It doesn't have to be thick. And then just wrap the piece of clay around the head. So then take some more of the caramel color and roll several snakes for a little like pony or whatever you call it. Roll a ball and then into little logs. You can also just cut out the piece, so make it a single piece, but I don't like that very much. Then put it onto the head and smooth it into the caramel color. And repeat that process for the other 4 hairs or so that she has on her forehead. Next up, you want to take some more clay of the caramel color and then roll a teardrop shape. So after you've got the ball, just roll it between the palms of your hands to get a teardrop, like so. And in the picture, the buns that she has are like behind her ears. So I'm pressing them flat here, and that way the teardrop will get lost, but that's, we don't want a teardrop shape actually. We want this bun shape, so we start it with a teardrop, and that way it will be attached to the hat. Then do the other one. Oops. There you go. Now you're gonna need some red clay, roll it into a snake. And on all the pictures, you can only see 2 beads in her hair, but you can choose to make like little beads all around the little bun. Take a small piece and roll it into a ball. And since these are really small, I'm going to use some TLS to attach them to the buns. So that's that. Then I'm going to poke the hole through the top again and pre-bake this again. But before that, we want to shape the buns a little bit, because on all the pictures, let me fold the paper really fast. Sorry. On all the pictures, it looks like this. So I'm going to get my nail scissors and then see you in a bit. Okay, here they are. So I've never used this technique before, so I'm kind of excited. So just start at the bottom. First side, and I'm going to do the other side off camera. Okay, here's the hat so far. So go ahead and re-poke the hole, because you covered the top part with hair, remember? Okay, and then go ahead and pre-bake this again, so you won't rip off the little buns at the side. Okay, to get the color for the hat of the little chibi, I'm going to mix this much of white with a little bit of yellow. Okay, that's the color I ended up with so far. I'm going to mix in some of the caramel color I used for the hair, just to get it a little bit darker. And I know that Primo has this Icro shade, and that's probably the shade that I would want to use for the hat, but unfortunately Fimo does not carry a color like that. Okay, so here is the finished color. That's what it looked like before. I don't know, the camera doesn't really pick it up, but this one's more yellow, and that's the Icro color that you want to get. Okay, so let's take a little bit. So like that. Then take some more color. Roll it into a ball. And flatten it on your work surface. Make sure it stays round. Gizmo, not now. Come on. I'm filming here. Then take some of the red color. Roll out a snake. This is going to be the back, because it doesn't look too neat. And then we can go ahead and apply this to the little chibi. Maybe we have to like cut out a little bit from the bottom to attach it to the hat, but we're gonna come to that in a second. Okay, welcome back little girl. So here is the hat that we just made, and you can see this just looks stupid, so we're gonna make a hole in the hat. Now there is another way of doing this. You can just like make a hat out of scrap clay, make a mold from that, and then mold a hollow hat or a real hat. I do not want to spend the time doing that, so I'm just going to take out some of the clay here. I have this marble here that I can use to press into the hat. that is a perfect fit. Okay, so I'm going to apply some liquid Fimo, because again I'm afraid otherwise it might fall off. And again, use your needle tool to poke a hole. So let's move on to the body. I am going to throw this into the oven just to make sure that I won't be able to distort the shape. And while that is in the oven, we can make the body. Okay, here's the 3 shades that you're going to need for the little chibi's body. So I'm going to start off with a flesh colored base because I like making actual dolls that I dress. Then the dress color, and this is a ratio of white to red to 1. And then you're gonna need some white for the shirts, for the shirt with the puffy arms. Okay, so let's start out with the flesh color. So roll it into a ball, put it between your palms, and roll it into a teardrop shape. Just like so. Take some more flesh color and roll it into a snake. So she has yellow shoes, so you want to take off a little bit more, which are going to be the shoes. Then take some yellow clay. 1 and 2. Then roll up the legs that you just made again. Then stick it on top of a shoe ball. Lightly press. Then roll it out. Lightly press. Roll it out. And repeat that step until the 2 colors are bonded. Like so. See, there's no seam. Okay, then roll it out to the thickness that you like. Like so. And cut off a little bit from the leg so that you can attach it to the hip. Let me prepare the other leg and then we will continue. So here's the 2 legs, but before we attach them, I want to give the shoe a little point. So I'm pinching it in the front, like so. See, isn't that cute? Do it to both sides. And then take some of the caramel color that you used for the hair. Okay, now we are ready to attach the body and the legs together. It doesn't really matter which side is the front because you're not going to be able to see the body. So don't worry about that. And then just pinch it. Okay, that's it for now. Move that aside. Take out your dress color. Okay, my piece is not long enough, so I'm stretching it a little bit. Be careful with that. You need really well-conditioned clay to be able to do that. My cat is so funny. See what I'm doing? I pinched it close to the body and then I can just cut off any excess. Be careful though not to cut into the flesh. It doesn't matter if a little flesh is showing because you can always cover that up. but don't cut into the flesh color clay. And then just use your fingers, tools, whatever, to smooth out the seam in the back. And this can be a really tough job, especially in the back. And a little trick is to get a tool, like a brush for example, lay your piece on your work surface and very gently move it around like this. Okay, so it's smoothed out inside the dress. And then again, slide the tool inside the dress and then smooth out the seam here. Okay, I found a large tool of the a large version of the tool I was using before, this one, and I slid that under her skirt to be able to smooth out the dress here. And then just gently wiggle it, and there you go. And I'm using this smaller tool, smaller silicone brush again, to kind of reshape the dress a little bit. And usually I would have my feet put together, but since she's a very cute little girl, I decided to have her feet apart. So you have to pay attention to details like that too when you are working with polymer clay. Okay. If you're not happy with the teardrop shape you had, you can always roll it between your fingers again to smooth it out a little bit or whatever. Yeah. So that is the body. So let's attach the head and then the arms. So I just took out the head of the oven. Meow! You are so annoying, cat. Okay. Okay, like that. I've already gone ahead and pushed it onto the head. Now you're gonna need some more flesh color and also some white. So let's move the chibi aside for a second. She has little like white puffs on her dress. So take some white and roll it into a ball. Like so. Okay, we cannot attach the other arm just yet because I want to give her the little baggie she's carrying. So put the chibi body aside for a second. Take some yellow clay. And it's probably best to take too much yellow clay. Press it onto the work surface and then cut out a rectangle other than trying to get a rectangle by pressing the clay onto the work surface again and again from different sides. So that's the little baggie itself. You can round off the edges if you like or press it a little bit more flat. It's really up to you. Take some more, roll it out flat and cut a triangular shape as if you want to make an envelope, so that it looks like the back can be opened. Like so. And then using tools or just your fingernails, smooth that onto the bag. Okay, now it's time for the other arm. I find it really cute to make her hold onto the little bag. So I put the arm onto the bag. Like so. Then all that's left is to attach the piece. Okay, then take your needle tool. And as centered as possible, drive it through the body. Twist and push, lightly push at the same time. And if you don't come out in the center at the top, you might want to redo it. Like, not the whole chibi, but like redo the whole. Okay. Then take your head pin. Oops, I dropped mine earlier. And your pliers that are somewhere. Because mine are crooked, so I'm just going to straighten them. Put that into the body. No, Gizmo, not now. Not yet. I'm almost done. Hold on a sec. Yeah, I know you're hungry. Okay, then I usually apply a little bit of liquid Fimo at the top. And then slide it onto the head, or slide the head onto the body. Just like so. Oh, isn't she cute? I think she's so adorable. Okay, so you can go ahead and bake this again, or you can make the eyes out of clay. So I decided to go with acrylic paint for the eyes. This chibi has not been baked yet, but you can bake acrylic paint, it's no problem. So I'm taking a toothpick here. You can also use a ball tool or a needle tool or something like that. Or a really tiny paintbrush if you have one. Okay, that's it for the white in the eyes. I'm going to let this dry, and while this dries, I'm taking my very small pen here and giving her eyebrows. Ooh, I'm a zombie chibi! Okay, so get out your black acrylic paint to make the pupil. Okay, that took longer than I expected. So that's her eyes. And now I'm going to try to draw the mouth using the same thin pen that I used before for the eyebrows and stuff. And she has this really cute like cat face mouth. So that's the chibi. And now she can go into the oven and we can assemble the earrings. Okay, let's assemble the earring. So she's just come out of the oven. Whoops, was too fast. So the bow jump ring goes like this. So her loop has to go facing like towards her nose or parallel to her nose. So bend the head pin forward, then trim it to about 1 centimeter length. Like so. Then open the jump ring on the bow. And last but not least, the earring hook. There you go. The second one. So that was this tutorial series. Totoro is not facing this way. The chibi has gotten, or is rather large, but I still think that is a very cute earring pair. I hope you liked this tutorial. If you did, please let me know by clicking the like button and commenting. And yeah, I hope to see you next time. Bye!